Tonight, you're going to lie down, close your eyes, and disappear for 8 hours. You won't notice it happening. Your body will go still. Your eyes will start twitching under their lids. And somewhere behind your forehead, something strange is about to happen. Something you've never questioned. But the real answer is far stranger than you're just resting. Because sleep isn't rest. Not really. Not in the way you think. Right now, while you watch this, your brain is already preparing for tonight. It's been logging everything you've seen, felt, said, and feared. Every conversation, every embarrassing moment, every fact you tried to memorize for a test you forgot about years ago. All of it, sitting in temporary storage, waiting. And tonight, your brain is going to open that storage up. It's going to sort through it. Keep some, delete most, rewrite the rest. Sound familiar? It should. Let's back up. For most of human history, we thought sleep was simple. You get tired, you lie down, your body shuts off like a light switch, and you wake up recharged. Simple, mechanical, almost boring. Then scientists put people in labs and watched their brains while they slept. What they found broke that idea completely. The brain doesn't shut off during sleep. It gets busier. In certain stages, it burns nearly as much energy as it does when you're wide awake solving a math problem. Electrical activity spikes. Neurons fire in fast, rhythmic bursts. Blood flow increases to regions tied to memory and emotion. You're not off. You're rendering. Here's where it gets stranger. Scientists discovered that sleep happens in stages, cycling roughly every 90 minutes. Light sleep, deep sleep, then a stage called REM, where your eyes dart rapidly behind closed lids. Your muscles go almost completely paralyzed, and your brain lights up nearly identical to how it looks when you're awake. That's the stage where most dreaming happens. And that paralysis isn't random. Researchers believe it exists so you don't physically act out what your brain is simulating. Your mind is running a full simulation of experience, motion, danger, emotion, and your body is locked down so you don't leap out of bed mid-dream. Think about that for a second. Your brain builds an entire world, populates it with people, gives you a body inside it, lets you run and fall and speak and panic, all while your real body lies frozen in the dark. Why would evolution build something so elaborate just to pass the time? It didn't. Sleep isn't wasted time. It's maintenance. During deep sleep, your brain performs something researchers call synaptic pruning. Think of your brain as a garden that grew wild all day. Every experience created a new connection, a new pathway, a new tiny thread between neurons. By evening, that garden is overgrown. Too many threads, too much noise. So while you sleep, your brain walks through and trims it back. It strengthens the connections tied to things that mattered. It weakens or cuts the ones that didn't. That's why you can practice a piano piece badly all day, sleep on it, and suddenly play it better the next morning. Nothing new was learned. The wiring was just cleaned up. Your brain isn't just storing your day. It's deciding what your day even was. And that's the part that should unsettle you a little. Because if your brain is choosing what to keep and what to cut, then the version of yesterday you wake up remembering isn't the full, raw version. It's an edited one, a curated one, a version with certain scenes trimmed and others left in, based on criteria you never consented to. and can't observe. You are not the author of your own memory. You're the audience. There's more. Researchers studying REM sleep found something even more unsettling. During this stage, your brain doesn't just replay memories, it recombines them. It takes fragments from different days, different people, different emotions, and stitches them together into scenarios that never happened. That's why your dreams feel like memories of things that never occurred. Because in a very real sense, that's exactly what they are. Your brain is testing combinations, running simulations, asking in its own wordless way, what if this happened instead? Some scientists believe this is a rehearsal system, a way for your brain to prepare for threats and situations it hasn't faced yet, by simulating them while you're safely paralyzed in bed, practicing fear, loss, chase, conflict, so that if it ever happens for real, some pathway in your brain has already been there once. You don't remember your dreams as rehearsals. You remember them as strange, disconnected stories. But underneath, your brain might be training you for a life it hasn't shown you yet. Here's the twist most people never hear. Sleep deprivation studies found something disturbing. When people are kept awake for extended periods, their brains don't just get tired. They start slipping into brief, unnoticed microsleeps, seconds-long lapses where the brain forces itself into sleep mode, whether the person is aware of it or not. Eyes open, body upright, brain, for 2 or 3 seconds, gone. People driving cars have had microsleeps behind the wheel without ever realizing they lost time. Your brain will take its editing session whether you schedule it or not. And chronic sleep loss doesn't just make you tired, it changes what gets pruned and what gets kept. Studies link long-term sleep deprivation to a buildup of certain proteins in the brain associated with cognitive decline, the same proteins researchers study in relation to dementia. Your nightly cleanup isn't optional maintenance. It's closer to a mandatory system update, and skipping it too many nights in a row leaves the debris behind. So here's the real question hiding underneath all of this. If your brain edits your memories every night, if it decides what to keep, what to cut, what to blend together into something new, if the story you tell yourself about who you are and what happened to you is quietly rewritten while you're unconscious, then how much of your past is actually memory, and how much of it is just the last edit your brain happened to save? Think about the version of your childhood you remember. Not what happened, what you remember happening. Chances are, some of the sharpest, most vivid memories you carry aren't accurate at all. They've been recombined, softened, sharpened, or altered slightly with every sleep cycle since the moment they occurred. You're not walking around with a recording of your life. You're walking around with the current draft. And every night, without asking your permission, your brain opens that draft back up. So tonight, when you lie down and your eyes start twitching beneath their lids, remember what's actually happening in there. You're not shutting off. You're not just resting. You're being edited.